they are stealing, they are looting. They are out there living the life of a luxury, royalty, while they watch millions of you. But it is convenient for them to lie to you about why they are unable to fix the northern Nigeria and why they continue to pursue Islamic agendas that has added no real life value to anybody in that northern Nigeria, except for the subjugation, for the control mechanism that is being used for. Listen, the moment they have no Nigeria to use as an excuse anymore, you will now understand why all these decades they intentionally impoverished, terrorized northern Nigeria. And you will not have the southerners or the infidels to hate on anymore. I promise you, you will fix the unfixable in northern Nigeria when you have your own regional system. And there's no more free money. Listen, if they tell you that you're going to lose the money that they are sharing from Abuja, ask yourself, how much have you benefited, or how much are you benefiting right now in northern Nigeria, the Arewa North, from the allocation from Abuja as you are watching this video? Is that providing you safe environments? Are your farmers, are you safe on your farm, safe in your markets? Are your children safe in their schools? So what exactly is the federal allocation you are getting from Abuja? What exactly would you say is the direct benefit you are getting from that? Except for the peanuts they share to validate the rest that they loot. You are not going to miss anything. In fact, just for everyone else too, you are never going to miss Nigeria. Those who are telling you that some minority will suffer, majority will enjoy. In Nigeria today, who are the majority? Who are the minority? The poorest Nigerians that cut across all regions, tribe, ethnic, religion, they are in the majority of those who are suffering in Nigeria today. And guess those, the minority that are enjoying? They are the criminals who told you, you have no other country but this one, and you must do everything to keep it the way it is. If anybody asks for anything different, what they are trying to do is to dislodge us from our feet. And you must not let that happen. Whatever they told you. And that is exactly why, to those of you who are worried that Tifnumbu is going to divide Nigeria, or Tifnumbu is bringing regionalism, your worry is valid. If because it is Tifnumbu, because his own type of regionalism or whatever view they are bringing, it's never going to be the one that I kind of will settle and be comfortable with. It's not going to be the one that Tifnumbu will not have power, okay? It's never going to be the one that is going to actually give you the true sense of self-determination. It's all going to be about the scheming. And from what I heard, it is going to be one with, a kind of a unicameral parliamentary system. However, it is the one that will make the ruling party to choose the president. It's not going to be the one that dissolve or devolve power anywhere. It is going to be the one that Tifnumbu doesn't really have to contest election, okay? APC, Egbekegbe doesn't have to lose the election because they won't. So all he has to take is for them to keep majority, and he can be president till he dies. Don't take my word for it. It's just part of the suspicion that we have, since we now know that, you see that one you have online, the one I read to you the last time, is not the one that Tifnumbu is going to receive this week. Secondly, the rumor about them trying to propose something about regional system is also true. However, Tifnumbu and his team are also going to take the country on a goose chase, which is Tifnumbu is going to promise to convene national conference. All of these are just going to be few crumbs of their plot to get few of us to begin to say, okay, but is that not what you're asking for? Mayegun? Are you not the ones who have been saying that they should call for national conference, they should call for this and that this Nigeria should be discussed? Why come you are not happy now? Do you understand? So I'm saying, like, they're going to give you things that are going to make you feel like, Tifnumbu, we know that Tifnumbu did not win, he rigged himself. But I mean, look at it, it's like he has plan to fix. No, he has no plan. Don't ever let your guard down. Remain vigilant and never live in denial. So I am here to tell you that the idea of this regionalism you are hearing is true. If you are watching me from Arewa, it is true. And from what I heard, yes, Tifnumbu is going to push it. And it's going to be pushed like it's not him. Everything is not going to look like it's him. It's going to be like some people were asking. And they were just trying to give it around. And as for the northern senators, northern lawmakers, this is going to be the time some of you are going to know that what Mayegun told you or keep telling you, that none of these guys represent you. And some of you believe, if they bring it, we will shut it down. You are going to experience what is called the rubber stamp. For the first time, you're going to see rubber stamp National Assembly that is going to practically work against everything they told you would never happen in Nigeria. And as for you, the Southerners, you better brace up, tighten your seat belts. You are about to be taken on a long roller coaster ride of mental manipulation and the rest. I shall be here. So that Tifnumbu and his gang are going to announce a national conference. Let's come and discuss this, Nigeria. And everyone and the number they need to ensure that it's going to look like, oh, it's like Tifnumbu is coming back to. No, it's not. Then they will move this towards their 2027. They will say, why don't you just let him finish what he's about to do? And they may even disguise it enough that it is in the interest of northern Nigeria. Yes, that's how good it's going to be. The Fulani North, Hausa, and the rest of the North, you are about to witness a Maradona that is going to knock everyone's head together. And you see this divide and rule you are witnessing now, it is going to be like a child's play, just so I warn you. You are going to see a lot of your favorites that are going to organize rallies, symposiums. They're going to appear on your TV to help take you onto that Tifnumbu Segu's chase. Kind of a warning ahead. I want you to know that it is true. And you are going to begin to see more of that in the coming days and weeks. However, that said Tifnumbu is going to be a one-term president. You probably are going to have the reason to see that it is all a myth. That to become a president in Nigeria, or if you want to continue to be president in Nigeria, you must make sure that you bow for northern Nigeria. You are about to be shown that that myth is actually dead. Northern Nigeria, southern Nigeria, or whatever it is you want to claim that you are so important about in Nigeria, none of you have any power to make anybody president. They just wanted your validation, make you feel like you did it, so that if anybody is coming for them, they can convince you that somebody is about to take your mandate from you. Oh yeah, go and fight. You all know you don't make any shit, right? But yes, you are about to understand, right, that the president of Nigeria is actually next to God. And I'm not trying to blaspheme. He is more powerful than whatever God you think you have out there. You know why? Your imaginary God may be so powerful to touch the heart of the most powerful. That's your own theory. The president of Nigeria, when he chooses to use that power, is actually a dictator, a demigod, or a semi-god, or whatever, a demigod in the making that can take life, even though he can't create one, right? He can end life. And he can turn your day to night when nobody will actually ask or touch him, except when somebody superior pull up a gun. And that's also rare. Who is going to pull the trigger as well? So Tinubu is going to be that. And every day he's consolidating his power that way, right? You probably would have to resort to God, please come and intervene. Wait for the sky daddy to come and take him out. The magician. So yeah, Tinubu will change the Nigeria anthem without any consultation. It's the same Tinubu, okay, that is going to force the hand. Remember one, it will force the hand of those you think will stand for you in the north, okay? It will make some of them disappear. I remember saying it to some of you when they said, oh, you see these Fulanis, they have the plan of killing Tinubu. I said, are you sure? If you think that a shitty man is dangerous and he could possibly do something to Tinubu, that's all right. I have something, I have a theory that if a shitty man becomes something that is a puzzle in their, it becomes a trouble in their puzzle or whatever, right? They can always make him disappear too. Yes, that's how mafia or mafioso, Tinubu and his gang are in charge. Well, we shall continue to monitor that. You know me now, the moment they kind of make it public, I will be one of those to show you that, right? So finally, this evening is going to be the deadline for or between the Nigerian workers and the Tinubu's tripartite committee. Tinubu has offered the workers 62,000 naira as minimum wage. And the workers, they have rejected it, even though they've also beat down their own demand from 494,000 naira minimum wage to 250,000. So this evening, we would have to know if the strike continues tomorrow, or they're just going to have to call it off. Because the offer on the table right now is that they take it or leave it. You're not getting more. The workers are saying we are not going to take it. We will leave it if you're not offering more. So the showdown is tonight, or maybe tomorrow. So I'm going to gather more on that, okay? So this guy, Father Abacha, yeah, Abacha has something to say on that. I want you to just possibly just take the message and leave the messenger. You know Abacha anyway. A quick one. This is his own view on what is likely going to play out.
Or what with them, but out of fear, we cannot release to the public because we must know that people are suffering. Think of it. If we decide to give labor people 60,000 naira or 62,000 naira, why not generalize it to House Assembly members, to senatorial members, to House Arrest members, to our governors? All of them are civil servants. Are they not? Yeah. So if all of them are civil servants, why are these people slaves? Have they come to serve who? Because we cannot imagine why somebody can be amassing billions and billions and billions, sitting allowance, newspaper allowance, wardrobe allowances, vehicle allowances, and what they call suffering allowances or what? Suffering allowances. So the people that should have such allowance should be the poor masses in the villages. If a teacher, how much are they being paid for those who are grooming our children for us? How much are they being paid? Our nurses, how much are they being paid? Our doctors, how much are they being paid? Let us be realistic. Our civil servants that wake up from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, they wake up early and come back late. How much are they being paid? And look at the level of inflation in the country. How are we becoming sincere? All of us should know we are not sincere. So I am pleading with the government that a stitch in time can save 9. It's a matter of handling the bull by the horn, tactfully, but very, very speedy. Because if they are not careful, this crisis of a thing can be hijacked and nobody will know the ripple effect. If they succeed in doing that, everybody will be endangered. If the government now will go on strike, labor will say, don't come out. No vehicle will move. Nobody will sell petrol. NEPA will not work. And so who will survive? At the end of it all, we begin to correct what we could have saved. So we can say that it may be a medicine after death. I don't know the labor people. I don't have contact with any government person I discuss with. Since I came back from the monastery experience, I've been praying and been watching the situation. Even the poor masses don't even have the morale to come and report to me again because many of them join to say, Father Mbaka, keep quiet. Father Mbaka, keep quiet. Face your priestly work and forget the prophetic. Stop talking to the leaders. Now they are being victimized. They don't even have the face to come to me. I'm only speaking because I have the passion. It is a call. It is my mission to defend the less privileged people. And woe betide me if the poor masses are suffering and I'm silent because of what? At the end, who will not die? Even the rich people who are getting billions, will they carry one kobo into the casket? They should use their conscience. They should know they are created by God. There was a time they were like these poor masses. Why should they allow the poor masses to suffer like this? And they are paying deaf ear to eat. What about constituency allowances? Where do they go? Internal generated revenues. How do they account for it? Talk more about security votes that come from there. Is it for anybody to enrich himself? What is actually happening is an inhumanity of man to man. Let us tell the truth. God is not happy with what is happening to the poor masses of Nigerians. And the leaders are provoking crisis that they may not be able to carry when the time comes. Please, from the presidency to the least, in the rank of the leadership, to the local government people, let them have meeting immediately and take care of these poor masses.
So what I usually ask people to do is when I'm, taking us back to history like that, I do love to ask people to take out those years from their age or their ages. So if they take 26 years, if we remove 26 years from your age right now, how old you are going to be? Do you mind sharing? Like if they remove 20, for example, now, if you remove 26 years from my age, I'm going to be 14 years old, a teenager. So now think of how old you would be if we take 26 years out of your age too. Do you see how young you were going to be? Very young. And then when you look at where you are today to where you were 26 years ago, and then you look at where Nigeria was then and where Nigeria is now, that tells you all you need. That should tell you all you need to know. That with the way things are still being done, the next 26 years, how old are you going to be? I'm going to be 66 years old. Ha! That is what it is that the criminals in Nigeria are taking away from every generation.
Or what with them, but out of
for every generation. And they do so smoothly. Then there is a 1 out of 1,000 of us who finally kind of break through. Breaking through then means that, well, I mean, at least you made it. But what happened to the remaining 999 that perished in that confusion? And many of them will die inside that same confusion. What happened to them? But at least you don't make them. See, those ones too, they will find their way. There are men that will never find their way. So 26 years from now, how old are you going to be? See people, Papa, see people, Mama. They were teenagers 26 years ago. Look at them now. So in 26 years' time, add it to your age. How old are you going to be? You watching me right now. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, you. How old are you going to be? In 26 years' time, I will be 66. I won't be looking like this anymore. Old, worn out, tired. That's what they want to take from you. Every time they tell you that Nigeria will work. They told a lot of us who are now parents today, they told us the same thing 26 years ago. I'll leave you with that.
Bless you, the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Receive it. Amen. Bless you, the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Bless you, the name of the...
Thank you so much for your time. I've got a meeting in 10 minutes. I will see you some other time. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon or morning. See you later.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Mayegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Mayegun máa wí.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré, wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Mayegun Diary politico.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀ súnra kì
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
ha kì máa yí ṣe.